Okay, good morning, the Global Management Board of Club 250 Cent. I want to first and foremost give God special thanks for everything. I want to thank Him for the sufficiency of His mercy and compassion in our lives that has been keeping us going. Um, I want to quickly call our attention back to the incident of yesterday, the outburst of yesterday. I want to state that, of course, it didn't just happen. It's an age-long um, strained effort, diplomatically trying to get Mr. Gideon to see reasons why we should only use the Zoom very ethically and professionally. I there is no there is no we can't overstate the fact that Zoom is great, but the inordinate use of Zoom is not very great, especially in the competitive period we are now, where so many ideas and innovations is coming up every day. System wants speed, and the best way to get that speed is to have record. Okay, is to show record. A lot of people go for record, so they don't go for the rhetoric, they go for the record. When it comes to dissemination of information, knowledge, Zoom is also video. So when you are on Zoom, of course, it's a transmission of image and voice, the same way you can transmit image and voice on video. So, but when you look at what Zoom does, it consumes more time. The time to advertise for the invitation for the Zoom and the time to host the Zoom. At the end of the day, you find out that it's covering about 2 hours or even more. So we cannot achieve what we can achieve in 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Spending 2 hours or more to achieve it is really, really not an ideal thing to do. So, so just like we all have seen the impact of short videos, what short videos can do. Now, let us know this. When people hear about a particular company or a particular product, they go on their own to do research. And the first place most people, most internet savvy, where the first place to go, the first zone to go in their research is YouTube. They go to YouTube, and when they go to YouTube, they are specific about their check. Number one, they want to check how many people are doing review on a particular product, what they are saying about that particular company. Number two, how recent have people done videos about this project. So when you go to YouTube and you type that company, it will search out every activity that's been happening against the time they actually happened. If I'm checking a particular company now and I find out that the last time somebody did video about this company was 6 months ago, for me it's a red flag. So, but when you are doing Zoom meeting and um, you're not able to transmit this Zoom record into YouTube, it means that it's a catastrophic waste of time. Okay, it is absolutely a waste of time, because all the energy put together, the time bringing these people together is not recorded in YouTube. So there is no reference to it. You can't build effective followership using Zoom that is not transmitted into YouTube. So I have tried to make my friend Mr. Gideon to see these reasons. We need to economize our space, YouTube, Telegram, and engage more effectively in a way that will make results faster. Now, we are aiming at achieving 5,000 Emirate ambassadors. I think that is our yardstick. Club 250 Cent is bigger than any individual in the world. Club 250 Cent is bigger than me, is bigger than any other person, because this project is going to outlive every single one of us. So, but if at the point where we have misunderstanding like this, I thank God for the understanding and the maturity of the leaders. I have seen your responses in the chat room over the night. Well, it's quite great. It's fine. It shows that the spirit is one. We are together in this run and in this fight. But there are areas where my friend Mr. Gideon is making mistakes. Mr. Gideon, you don't know the history of Club 250 Cent, okay? And for all I've tried to let you understand is that you are a great guy, and YouTube can make you quite bigger, but you're not seeing it from my point of view, or you're not seeing it clearly enough. Well, I know that time will help us out. You see, the little me met Engineer Anthony because of my little YouTube. So, and I was so pestered. I was contacted several times by Engineer Anthony just because he saw my YouTube videos. And I never believed in my entire life I could meet a great person like Engineer Anthony. But then, I never also believed that Engineer Anthony could talk to me about we working together. This happened far long before the concept of Club 250 Cent came. Engineer Anthony and I have launched a program similar to Club 250 Cent in the past, in the days where the order of the day was smart contract. We launched Trump Boat, we launched Trump Finit, we launched Tripotron on smart contract, but the high cost of managing smart contract made us to shield away. And then also, Mr. Gideon, you have little idea about the history of Club 250 Cent. I actually invited Engineer Anthony to my office in Egbeda, and I also invited one other person, Mr. Matthew. Both of them came, and the day Engineer Anthony came to my office for the very first time, I was surprised, and in my office, we drafted the plan on how to achieve Club 250 Cent. Way long before Mr. Gideon came to the picture. All right. So there have been programs similar to Club 250 Cent. There have been programs similar that we have operated, and we wanted something very similar to that, like Happy Global or Global Charity Foundation, which we did, and that has to do with a single line matrix, and very recently Invest $2. All of these things are what you, Mr. Gideon, know nothing about, unless the very recent program called Invest $2. So, guy, so for you to come and talk about boss here, I don't know your definition and interpretation of who is a boss, but listen, my friend, in network marketing, your sponsor is your boss. But if you do not consider it, if you do not believe in that definition, well, I leave it at that point. So, but for now, we are going to make greater impact in Club 250 Cent. It is not about my personal interest. It's not about Mr. Gideon's personal interest. I want to say very categorically that I think I saw this coming, and that is why ever since the beginning of Club 250 Cent leadership formation, I have never, I think the most time I have introduced myself as a chairman is just on two occasions, or even one. So I hardly use the word chairman, because I know that this entitlement or this title can be very tempting. Such a situation like this, it will be likened to power tussle, but it is not about power tussle here. It is about being so hungry for success and wanting to devise the smartest way possible to make success in Club 250 Cent, because I know about the number of competing projects out there. So we must operate speedily, and what will give us speedy result is if that is why I went a little extreme. I went a little far to ensure that I did a little investment I did just to produce result, a feasible result to attract more people. So now, not to keep you guys long on this record, let me put it this way, that henceforth let us keep put to rest the title thing. Let's forget about this title, because I have a bigger title than chairman of the Club 250 Cent. Austin Billion is bigger than being a chairman of Club 250 Cent. So from now, let's come back to the issue of title when we must have achieved our 5,000 Emirates ambassador. I think that is the in thing here. We need to ensure that Club 250 Cent is standard to the best level possible, and then when that is achieved, then we could come back and look into titleship. But for you, my friend, Mr. Gideon, if you still want to go by the title, it's up to you. But for me, please let no one call me by that title, chairman or no chairman. My name is Igbe Michael Augustine, and my pet name, the name that turns me on is Austin Billions. So guys, thank you for this time, thank you for this moment. Mr. Gideon can go on with his Zoom. It's okay. Since it has come to this extent, it's okay. I apologize to the sanctity of the hallowed chamber of Club 250 Cent, the zonal leadership room, and the grace of God will help us fix whatever issues we have and achieve results explosively. At this point, I'm signing out. Thank you all for the opportunity to talk to us this morning, and I do believe that right now we'll be more committed than we have ever done. I will resume my daily videos anytime convenient for me, and my friend can go on with his videos, because the ultimate thing is that the club is bigger than every one of us put together. So I think that's all I have to say. Let's go back to business as normal. I do not have time to come back talking about this messy issue. We have to outgrown all this. We have to grow up. If we haven't grown up, we have to grow up and face what is more important and leave all of these messy issues to the dust. Thank you, beautiful team. Thank you, the club, and see you in my next update. Hopefully not on the issue of Zoom or not Zoom, not on the issue of title or no title. Remain blessed until I come your way again. Bye for now.